Alright, this is the greatest lighting. Alright, today is Monday. It is looking to be pretty nice out there. I think today the high is 83 in Park City. But we're not going to Park City today. We're going to Salt Lake City, Utah. You know, this mountain range behind me, where you just saw those time lapses from of those houses, there's a mountain range behind that, and then behind that is Salt Lake City, Utah. So I've never been to this town. Shall be pretty interesting. We plan on going to the, if you didn't know this, Salt Lake City is home of the Mormon capital of the world, basically. Since I'm a Catholic, I can relate it to Rome, which it's Salt Lake City is basically like the Rome for Catholics. All right, sorry for the interruption there. But yeah, we're going there. Like I said, showers. And we will also be going to the capital. If you didn't know, Salt Lake City is the capital of Utah. We'll go see that. There's this really cool mountain that overlooks the capital. I'm hoping to go to that. Get some cool pictures from there. And of course, you can't go to the Salt Lake Cities without going to the Salt Lake. So we will be going there. And then the rest is open-ended. I don't know what we'll do. We'll just kind of explore the town. And it's supposed to be hot. 102 or something. I don't know. It's only like 80 here. But then as you go down into the basin of the earth of Salt Lake, it gets a little hot, a little steamy. Which I never really understood why the heck that is. Because it seems stupid that if you're closer to the sun, it should be hotter. I never learned that in school, so blame it on the teachers. Feels awesome. We made it here into Salt Lake. Pretty awesome town. We're going into this building to get to the top. There's supposed to be a garden up there. Like the text just said, it is like 9 or 10 days later. I did a terrible job of explaining how cool the city actually is because I don't really like talking to a camera in public. So I'm gonna do a little drawing, a little voiceover explaining kind of the city and how it's laid out because it's really interesting. Okay, I'm kind of just gonna describe Temple Square where we were. The city is basically set up on a grid system just like Kansas City. If you don't know that Kansas City is set up on a grid system, there's a fact. This first building is the Joseph Smith Memorial Building. He's a pretty high-ranked guy in the history of the Mormons. And here's a really good view of it. It's a pretty tall building. There was some other smaller buildings, didn't really know what those were, and then there was the South Entrance building where we saw some cool history things. Then there was the most important building there, the temple. They don't really use it anymore, but it was the original temple built. It was pretty amazing, the size of it. And here's a really good picture of it. Then there was the building which they currently now use for services. It was a really cool gray building. Here's a picture of it too. Then there was this domed building where we watched this guy play the organ. It was pretty cool. Then there was the headquarters of the Mormons. It was a building that was probably 26 stories high, and we went to the top of it. And here's some of the clips we took up there. It's pretty amazing view. Now we're gonna go to the top of the observation place, and it's got an amazing view. It's like 26 stories, so. Then we had the North Visitors Center, and then we had the building that we went in to the top where there's gardens up there, but they were working on them, so we didn't get to see much. That was all the buildings. In case you're wondering directions, Capitol Hill was that way, downtown was to the south, and there's the compass. And in case you're wondering where we came from, Park City was to the east. Also at this place, they had some crazy amazing flowers, so here's some of those. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed that. Now we are headed out to Salt Lake to eat lunch and see what else is out there. So, sorry for the interruption. I wish I could have explained it better there. Just, I'm not very good at talking in public, but whatever. Food, I need food. Those are all birds. Now we're gonna walk out to this point. We made it to the top. It just looks like an ocean.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
It doesn't look, it just looks like it ends. Or it keeps going over there. You can see, man. Sounds like a beach, too.
Evan, I'm gonna go out there.
We're back from the Salt Lake adventure. I'd have to say that was pretty awesome. Wasn't expecting that with the Salt Lake, and especially the Temple Square. It was pretty incredible to see something like that, and it's a very well designed city, pretty historic city too. So it was fun to learn about. all the things that go on in the city and have that Great Salt Lake right by it. The thing is awesome. The one thing that was bad was the gnats, you know, they like bit. Who knew gnats bite? I felt like I got like 10 bites, but I don't really feel them anymore. But tomorrow we have officially made a tee time for golf. We're gonna play in the afternoon. Tomorrow morning we're probably gonna hike. So stay tuned for tomorrow. It's gonna be another great one.